What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about the first reactions coming from the Little Mermaid premiere, which premiered last night. But before we get into this, grab that subscribe button, click that bell if you like this type of content and want to stay up to date with it. But yeah, guys, go ahead and place your comments below on how excited you are for the Little Mermaid. But without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into these reactions. The first reaction we have comes from 𝙧𝙀𝙀 saying, as someone who has never loved The Little Mermaid, the new version with Halle Bailey makes small but significant changes that give you a new appreciation for Ariel and her journey. Still the same heart, just new eyes for her. For Eric, for the romance, and it works. The next one comes from John from the Nerd Reactor saying, The Little Mermaid really surprised me. It's my favorite Disney live-action remake by far. Not saying much, I know. Halle Bailey's voice is phenomenal, and 𝙎𝙎𝙎𝙎 as Prince Eric is charming. The rest of the cast is solid. The animals still look creepy, but definitely grew on me. That's great to hear because I know that was a really big controversial thing across social media. As soon as the trailers dropped, everyone was speculating, like, are these the actual animals? And then once even more clips started being shown, a ton of people just kind of started memeing them and making fun of them. But for the next reaction, we have Gillian Bloom, or Blum, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but they say that The Little Mermaid is the best Disney live action adaptation to date. Halle Bailey is Ariel. Major props to the sound effects team. Good changes though. One new song with too much auto-tune. Could watch this version's Under the Sea all day. It was the highlight of the whole thing. Perry Nimrov says Halle Bailey is the Little Mermaid, an angelic voice, the longing in her eyes, the chemistry with 𝙎𝙎𝙎𝙎, she's flawless. The movie overall isn't, but there's more than enough charm, heart, and adventure there to power it forward. Melissa McCarthy is a delicious, devilish Ursula. Some of my favorite effects work comes in the third act and focuses on her, and 𝙑𝙄𝙆𝙀𝙁 is stellar as Sebastian, a favorite of the film by far. Eric Davis says Disney's The Little Mermaid is definitely one of the better live-action adaptations. Halle Bailey pours incredible emotion into Ariel, and I got chills watching her, while Melissa McCarthy's Ursula and 𝙑𝙄𝙆𝙀𝙁's Sebastian steal scenes all day. So it seems like a ton of people are giving Halle Bailey her flowers and really praising her not only for her vocal performance, but making sure to capture that charm and what made people love Ariel in the first place. Shabazz from the Movie Podcast says The Little Mermaid is an absolute splash. Halle Bailey swims through as Ariel with such grace. The classic songs are given new life and are as catchy as ever. You'll be memorized by gorgeous visuals that drown you in color, while 𝙑𝙑𝙆𝙀𝙁 fills in Sebastian's shell with ease. Tessa Smith from Mama's Geeky says The Little Mermaid is magical. Halle Bailey is absolutely phenomenal. That girl has some pipes. Scuttle and Sebastian are hilarious and had me laughing the whole way through. Love the new songs and added plot points. Some CGI issues, but they don't take away from it. Now, while I personally think the movie looks great, it looks like it's directed well, it looks like everyone there, the entire cast, is really trying to give the best performance while being as authentic to the original as possible. But I mean, a huge controversy and a huge topic from those trailers and clips that they have released are how spotty the CGI is in the VFX department. And listen, I'm not expecting this to look like Avatar: The Way of Water, but as long as it doesn't take me out of the movie, I really don't see a problem with it at all. We're gonna end off this video with a couple more reactions from the premiere, and this one comes from Daniel Baptista, also from the Movie Podcast, and he says The Little Mermaid is fantastic, reimagining of a classic tale that overflows with style, creativity, and color. Halle Bailey sings and splashes into our hearts with a wondrous voice and performance as Ariel. 𝙑𝙑𝙆𝙀𝙁 is hilarious, one of Disney's best live action remakes. The next one comes from 𝙋𝙀𝙀, I hope I'm saying that right. But they say that get ready to be swept away because The Little Mermaid is actually quite wonderful. Halle Bailey is amazing. Melissa McCarthy rocks, and 𝙎𝙎𝙎𝙎𝙀𝙎𝙀𝙀 is delightful as Prince Eric. Music and singing are aces. Adored the Sebastian and Scuttle banter duo. Brandon Lewis said, I was blown away by The Little Mermaid. Some visuals aside, it's the most romantic and, dare I say, magical Disney has been in years. The best live action remake by a mile. Daveed Diggs is the MVP. Halle Bailey is a superstar, and her part of your world is a showstopper. Amber says, The Little Mermaid is a triumph, all the heart of the story we love, but with more depth and sincerity. The best of the live action craze. Halle Bailey portrays Ariel with warmth and realism, and Melissa McCarthy is devilishly perfect as Ursula. A new Disney classic is born. And for the last one, we've got Anthony, also from the Movie Podcast, who says, The Little Mermaid is magical. It celebrates everything we love from the original and delivers a very special, memorizing experience. Halle Bailey is truly radiant as Ariel, capturing the essence of the character perfectly. It's an experience you'll treasure forever. So the reactions for the most part seem extremely positive. Some calling it the best live action Disney remake and saying it's magical. I mean, I'm very glad to hear that Halle Bailey's performance is really captivating because I think she's really good in the role and she has a fantastic voice. But what I'm also really glad to hear is that the supporting cast is getting a ton of love. I personally thought Melissa McCarthy as Ursula was really perfect casting, but a ton of people didn't like it. But it seems like she did a great job, and I love that people are also acknowledging Scuttle, Sebastian, and even Prince Eric as standouts from the movie. It tells me that, you know, a lot of the cast definitely put their heart and soul into this movie and tried to capture as many hearts as possible. But there's only one way to truly find out, and that is come May 24th, I believe, when the movie releases, and I'll definitely be sure to give a review on The Little Mermaid whenever I see it. But yeah, without further ado, guys, you tell me in the comments below, how excited are you? What are your thoughts on these reactions coming from the premiere? And are you excited for The Little Mermaid? But go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click that bell, and be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you did enjoy this video. It helps out the channel a ton, and you can visit a bunch of links in the description that can also support me, and that would also be greatly appreciated. But without further ado, hopefully I will see you guys in the next one.